The fall of Rome is one of history's most significant turning points, marking the end of ancient civilization and the start of Europe's Middle Ages. But what if things went differently? Imagine a world where the Roman Empire continued, where its power endured beyond 476 AD, and its borders remained secure for centuries. In this timeline, we will analyze the realistic impacts of an empire that never crumbled, from technological advancements to cultural shifts and new global dynamics. First, let's understand the forces that led to Rome's decline in our timeline. By the 5th century, Rome was surrounded by challenges, constant attacks from Germanic tribes, economic instability, and power struggles. The empire split into East and West, each trying to address threats differently. The Western Empire, weakened and stretched thin, eventually fell to Germanic forces, while the Eastern, or Byzantine Empire, survived but underwent massive cultural and political changes. In this alternate world, however, let's imagine that key reforms come just in time. Suppose Rome's leaders make strategic adjustments, improving the military, bolstering the economy, and adapting to a changing world. With these changes, the Roman Empire not only survives but regains strength and stability, reshaping its role in global history. With these reforms in place, the empire maintains its infrastructure, its roads, aqueducts, and public services. In our timeline, many of these feats fell into ruin, but here, they are sustained, repaired, and even expanded. Imagine the extensive road systems connecting cities across Europe, North Africa, and parts of Asia, facilitating trade, communication, and cultural exchange. Rome, with its open trade routes, would draw resources, ideas, and innovations from every corner of its empire, creating a truly interconnected world. This network would lead to technological advancements arriving much earlier. Roman engineers, supported by a stable empire, could develop and refine machines, perhaps advancing wind and water power technologies, agriculture, and even basic machinery. What we now call the Middle Ages might instead become an era of innovation, as new ideas and tools spread efficiently across the empire's lands. With this prolonged influence, Latin might remain the universal language across Europe, North Africa, and beyond. The Romance languages, Italian, French, Spanish, would likely evolve more slowly or even remain as dialects within a larger Latin-speaking world. A shared language would ease communication, but it would also impact culture, creating a pan-Roman identity, where people from Britannia to Egypt could identify as part of a unified society, bound by a common heritage. As the centuries pass, this Roman culture would continue to adapt. Influences from conquered regions, such as the Middle East and Africa, would enrich Roman traditions. Perhaps Roman fashion, cuisine, and art would draw heavily from these diverse cultures, creating a uniquely multicultural society where East meets West under one banner. Religion would be a key factor in this alternate world. By the 5th century, Christianity was already Rome's official religion, but a continuous Roman Empire might create a different religious landscape. Christianity would continue spreading, guided by Rome, but local customs might be better preserved under a stable Roman rule, allowing regional beliefs to coexist. We might even see a fusion of faiths, as the empire's stability encourages dialogue instead of conflict. With a more gradual blend of customs, religious wars and persecution might lessen. Christian practices, rituals, and architecture could reflect a blend of influences, creating unique interpretations within the faith. The empire's social structure, too, would likely evolve. Local governors and representatives could rise to prominent positions within the Roman government, giving different ethnic groups and regions a role in administration. This could create an early form of multicultural governance, with regional autonomy within a united empire. In a world where Rome thrives, scientific inquiry would flourish. Romans were already pioneers in engineering and urban planning, and with stability, we could see the birth of early scientific disciplines, like biology, chemistry, and astronomy. The achievements we associate with the Renaissance, like advances in anatomy, mechanical tools, or even printing, might emerge earlier under a continuous Roman Empire. Imagine a world where innovative thinkers, supported by Rome's patronage, explore ideas far beyond their time. Perhaps Rome begins to study lenses, creating early forms of telescopes or microscopes. Medical practices might also improve, with Roman doctors refining surgical techniques and exploring hygiene long before the Middle Ages. These advancements could set Europe on a different scientific path, where knowledge builds steadily, without the stops and starts that followed Rome's collapse. The Roman Empire had a unique approach to governance, with centralized power balanced by regional leadership. If the empire had endured, we might see this structure evolve into a form of proto-federalism. Each region, whether Gaul, Egypt, or Britannia, might operate semi-independently while remaining connected to Rome. This could serve as a model for future empires or states, where local governance aligns with central power. Rome's legal codes, too, would influence laws across its territories, creating a shared framework that could carry forward through generations. This Roman model might influence political thought for centuries to come, as governments around the world look to Rome for guidance on law, order, and administration. We could even see the rise of early citizens' rights as Rome grapples with its vast population, laying the groundwork for concepts that shape modern democracy. A continuous Roman Empire would be felt around the globe. Imagine the explorers of the future, men like Columbus or Magellan, setting out under the Roman banner. How would Rome's early contact with other continents shape history? Would America be discovered differently? The potential for early global trade would reshape economics, culture, and technology worldwide. We might see an alternate age of exploration, where Rome engages with new lands not as conquerors, but as traders and allies, with an empire already built on multicultural foundations. Rome's longevity could foster a globally interconnected world centuries ahead of schedule, one with shared laws, science, and cultural foundations rooted in a single ancient power. And as new ideas spread across the empire, our understanding of society, justice, and citizenship would evolve in ways we can only begin to imagine. In the real world, the fall of Rome paved the way for new powers and cultures to emerge, but it also plunged Europe into centuries of division and recovery. Yet, as we step into this alternate timeline, we see how history can change with a few different choices. Every great empire, every pivotal moment, is a crossroads that could take us in unimaginable directions. And as we reflect on what might have been, we're reminded of how interconnected our past is with our present and future.